What is up, YouTube? It's Calvin back with another video, and today I'm going to show you my catfishing tackle box. Now, I know I'm going to get a few comments saying that shouldn't be in a catfishing tackle box, this should be in a catfishing tackle box, so and so. But it might be unconventional, but the hooks that I use might be unconventional, but they're sharp, cheap, and seeing as how I pay for all my own tackle, that's what I need. I need strong hooks that are cheap, easy to get, and just whatever works. So here we go. First thing I'm going to show you is my actual tackle bag. Now this is an old one that I got for my 13th birthday. It's a Plano camo fabric bag, and it's held up really well. And then over here I've got my Leatherman rebar, which I stabbed a paint can with it and it exploded everywhere, so that's why it's got yellow paint on it. And then I've got 4 packs of Eagle Claw circle hooks that I use. I've got a 2-ounce and a 3-ounce no-roll sinker from Mudville Catmaster. These are really good. And then for like, if I need to do some bait fishing and all I have is my catfish tackle box, I always keep split shots, or if I'm using like a bobber or something, I'll keep split shots to use. And then this is where it's going to become unconventional, but I've got some laser sharp heavy wire EWG hooks, and like, they're big, they're sharp, they're strong. That's what I need, so I use them. And it's what my parents got me for Christmas this year, because all I asked for was fishing stuff. And then I've got Gamakatsu offset shank worm EWGs, and these I also use for catfishing, and I use them for bass fishing, but not, seeing as how I catfish a lot more than I bass fish usually, I use them for catfishing. And then right here I've got these bait holders from Hog Wild for when I do get bait, like if I'm going to a small pond or something where I know stink bait will work. That's where I'll pull these out, but I keep them just in case. And then I've got beads. There's all different sizes in this pack. It was like 79 cents at Walmart. And then I've got bobber stops right here. I use these all the time. I've actually got it tied up on one of my rods right now with the peg float. And then in here I've got these are interlock snap swivels from Eagle Claw. These are more stink bait holders. They're just a sponge. These are regular barrel swivels. More stink bait holders. These are for like dough balls, like Hog Wild dough balls and stuff like that. Then these are just small hooks for pan fishing, and more small hooks for pan fishing. I kind of separated them for whatever reason. And then for weights, I have 1-ounce pyramid sinkers, those 2-ounce, 2 and 3-ounce no-roll sinkers, and then I've got this big set of bullet weights that I use, or I'm gonna be using a lot, and it's got small ones, really big ones, just all the way through. It's got good weights. And then more hooks over here. I've got the Eagle Claw treble hooks. This is actually an old pack that haven't used a whole lot, but I really like Eagle Claw treble hooks when I'm using chicken liver, which you guys will see a lot more videos of me doing that this summer. Then I've got 2 of these catfish assortment fishing hooks. Like, it's just the big hooks that you would use for catfishing. And then I've got a panfish and crappie assortment for, again, if I need to catch bait or I'm just bored and want to catch something. And then this is like my little portable catfish kit. I bought it a couple years ago and just kept the box. And right now I've got interlock swivels, regular barrel swivels, split shot weights, hooks, egg sinkers, and jigs, or little panfish jigs. And that's something that I'm going to be using, like when I go on trips to Missouri. You'll see me use that if I don't bring my big tackle box, or if I'm just going on a trip where I might go fishing, but you never know. And then here I got another catfish hook set. It's smaller hooks, and like some of them are not very rust resistant, but other than that, they work well. I caught bullheads on them one day, the day I bought them. And then I've already showed you this, the Hog Wild dough balls. I've had this for months and they're still semi-soft. They're not hard like they would be if they were in a bag. And then right here I've got 65-pound stealth braid from Spiderwire, and this I actually have on a bait casting combo that I'm going to do a review on when it gets warmer and I can actually go out and cast it around. So I'll be looking for that. And then I've got 2 peg floats here, and then one on a actually rigged up. So like these I'll use when I'm trying to suspend the bait a little bit more and stuff like that. And then over here I've got some Yum Swimming Dingers. They're the black and blue lamb color, and these I usually just rip the tail off after a while because it doesn't really help anything in my pond, but that's where I use them. And then I've got Snelled 2-aught hooks that I'll use sometimes for like hot dogs and stuff when I'm catfishing. And then I've got like the rest of this stuff I use for bass fishing and like if I'm bored. But I've got these heavy duty leaders. It came with a bunch of them in a pack, and I just use them when I'm going fishing in this one lake that has a bunch of turtles in it, like really big turtles. I'll do a video when I go out there next. And then here I've got some Super Salt 6-inch Lizard Watermelon Red from Zoom, and these work really well mid-August at a lake that I fish at a lot, so you'll be seeing a video with those. I've got more lizards right here. These are just straight green pumpkin. These also work really well. And then I've got some slip bobbers that I use and more snelled hooks. These are 2-aught. And then this one old random weighted bobber that I use. So that's my tackle box, and that's pretty much all that I have in it. It's not much, but it's what I got, and it's what I use, and it's what catches me fish. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Please hit like and subscribe.